It is time to overhaul the Array Digital offices. What's happening, everybody? It's Erik J. Olson. I am here at the Array Digital offices all by myself because we're in the middle of COVID and it makes a lot of sense for people to just not come in right now. And I get it. I've been coming in a little bit more just because when I do these kinds of recordings, I need a quiet place to do them and a little more of a controlled setting than at home where I have family and animals and all sorts of other things happening, doorbells ringing. And so I like to come in and do the recordings here. And I spend a little bit of time here. I've been getting out a little bit more. And what I have just somewhat recently realized is that our office here at Array Digital was kind of cobbled together. I mean, I've known that for a long time, but for whatever reason, it's really just jumped out at me. And I thought, well, if we want to spice it up a little bit, if we want to make it look a little bit nicer, then what better time could we pick than when COVID is happening and no one's around? It won't be destructive because no one's here. Now, you may be asking yourself, why even go through the trouble of redecorating, redoing your office during COVID when the world has changed and the new normal is no one's ever going to work from an office again? Look, certainly that's a possibility. I think also a very, very likely possibility is that humans are creatures of habits. And once this COVID situation passes and once the vaccine is in wide circulation, the world will go back to normal. Not 100% normal, of course, but 80 or 90%. Offices aren't doomed. There's a lot of benefits to offices. There's a lot of benefits to in-person collaboration. I just got off of a video call where one of the four people on that call had bad internet service. And guess what? He couldn't participate. Every time he would speak, it was garbled. It's not a great way of meeting all the time. It works, but face-to-face collaboration is definitely the best. So, look, if you're listening to this podcast versus watching this video, it won't come through quite as well because I'm about to do something very visual. I'm going to turn the camera and I'm going to just kind of show off a couple different areas. So first we have a lounge, which we've set up, which is a much bigger area for just hanging out and thinking creatively. And then we also have, sorry about bumping the microphone, but we've kind of laid out a wall where we want to build a wall and move the desks out. So our desks have historically been crammed into a particular area. And, it's nice that people are side by side, but I think people would be happy with a little bit of space these days in particular, but all the time, everybody wants a little bit of space. And so we've created a little bit of a wall where we can move desks out to that small kind of like chest high wall. We're going to have some plants there. We're going to paint. We're going to put down, paint some wallpaper. We got some area rugs. Basically, we're sprucing the place up. The reason that it got to where, so we've been in this space almost 4 years now. And what happened was we moved into this Array Digital office the day after Kevin and I signed the paperwork to merge companies. And we literally took a U-Haul and we went to his office, loaded up all of his furniture, brought it here. Then we went to my old office, loaded up all the furniture, brought it here, and we slammed it together. And then we got busy with work and we never had a chance to really evaluate what we had done. The furniture that was here, none of it made sense. It was time for a change. And so, like, we've had actually a pretty good year here at Array Digital. A lot of work, a lot of new clients, a couple of awards. And like I said, I think the world is going to return to normal. I'd like to see this office filled again. So we're going to make the investment now and we're going to spruce the place up.